With more possibilities, stricter regulations and new routes, the Australian government is reforming its visa system. The recent Australia visa changes will be helpful if you're a skilled worker, an overseas student, or even someone hoping to settle here permanently. Everything you need to know about the November 2024 visa changes in Australia is being broken down in this video. 1. Skills in demand. Visa's new occupation list. By the end of this year, the specialist skills, core skills, and essential skills paths for the skills in demand visa should commence. People who work in professions that are on the confident off list as part of the fundamental skills consultation are being affected. This list covers a wide range of jobs, including those in agriculture and livestock management, childcare center management, customer service management, microbiology, nutrition, and more. Employer sponsorship under the new core skills visa may not be offered for occupations on the confident off list. 2. Student visa allocations for 2025. The allocation figures for student visas in 2025 have been made public by the Australian government. While some smaller universities have had gains in funding, major universities, particularly those in Sydney and Melbourne, have witnessed decreases. It is important to understand these figures since they give an indication of how simple or difficult it may be to be enrolled in a specific university or other educational establishment. 3. Changes to the 482 visa. According to the migration strategy published on December 11, 2023, the Australian government plans to replace the 482 visa with the new skills in demand visa by the end of this year. It is imperative that sponsors and visa applicants be ready now, even if the precise date and complete set of changes are still pending confirmation. To avoid being affected by the changes, we strongly advise submitting nomination and visa applications by November. Applications submitted prior to the implementation of the new visa should continue to be evaluated using the current standards. The core skills pathway of the new visa will be subject to a comparable set of nomination and visa application requirements. 4. ANZSCO changing to OSCA in December. According to announcements made by Statistics New Zealand and the Australian Bureau of Statistics, each country will use its own customized occupation list categories while preserving comparability. The Occupation Standard Classification for Australia will be the new classification for Australia, and the first version will be made available on Friday, December 6, 2024. We currently don't know how the new categorization will affect the procedures of choosing an occupation and evaluating abilities, or how these changes will affect the occupation listings for the overall Australian skilled migration stream. 5. New pre-application process for Visa 462. Under the Working Holiday Maker program, a pre-application procedure, Visa Ballot, began on October 1, 2024. China, India, and Vietnam are among the high-demand work and holiday countries for whom registrations for visa ballots have begun. When demand overtakes available spots during a program year, visa ballots offer a fair, efficient, and transparent method of selecting initial work and holiday applicants from partner countries at random. If you are chosen, you may only apply for a first work and holiday visa from outside of Australia, even if you may be in or out of the country when you register. 6. Family and partner visas. There is good news and some changes for individuals who wish to join a loved one or bring family members to Australia. It is greatly anticipated that the processing timeframes for partner and family visas would shorten. However, demonstrating the validity of relationships is now given more weight due to new application screening procedures. Strong documentation, including pictures, correspondence records, and proof of joint financial obligations, will be essential if the government hopes to lower the number of visa abuse cases. 7. Business opportunities with the 491 visa. Tasmania and Queensland have created new opportunities for small company entrepreneurs. In Queensland, applicants may be eligible if they buy an already registered company outside of Southeast Queensland or run their own company for at least 2 years. In Tasmania, candidates who have established a firm for a minimum of 12 months may be eligible. 8. Pathways to permanent residency. The ultimate objective for many is permanent residency, and Australia is implementing more straightforward and efficient procedures in November. The transfer from temporary visas to permanent residency may be simpler for skilled individuals in high-demand industries and those employed in regional areas. Additionally, there is a new graduate to PR option for foreign students who have finished their studies in Australia. After graduation, individuals will have a quicker path to permanent residency if they have job experience in vital fields. 9. Changes to the visa refusal process. The Administrative Review Tribunal has taken the role of the Administrative Appeals Tribunal from October 2024. By modernizing the administrative review process, this reorganization seeks to increase its effectiveness and responsiveness to public demands. According to recent data, the number of bridging visas has significantly increased as former students' appeal visa cancellations or denials rose from 191,235 to 323,583. Help requests for visa refusals have increased, especially for student visas and cancellations. 10. Australia launches Mates Visa. Indian students and young professionals now have the chance to work and obtain foreign experience without the need for employer sponsorship, thanks to Australia's new Mates Visa program. Beginning November 2024, this program permits new graduates to work and reside in Australia for a maximum of 2 years in high-demand industries such as ICT, engineering, etc. This new program is a component of the Migration and Mobility Partnership Arrangement between Australia and India. With effect from November 2024, it offers up to 3,000 spots annually for qualified Indian citizens to reside and work in Australia for a maximum of 2 years. 11. Changes to the Subclass 400 Temporary Work Visa. Changes pertaining to longer-term stays and return visits were announced by the Australian government for the Subclass 400 Temporary Employment Short-Stay Specialist Visa. In order to prevent the Subclass 400 visa pathway from being exploited as an illegal substitute for the Subclass 482 Temporary Skill Shortage Visa, the Department of Home Affairs will now examine applications for the Subclass 400 visa more thoroughly. Holders of Subclass 400 visas are permitted to remain for 3 months during a 12-month period following their arrival, as they are not permitted to return and visit more than once during the same 12-month period. 12. Australian universities against continued visa crackdown. The Australian National Vice-Chancellors Organisation said that a persistent crackdown on visa processing, known as Ministerial Instruction 107, was damaging the nation's economy. While the government's planned limitations on the number of overseas students awaited the return of Parliament in November, Claire O'Neill, the Home Affairs Minister at the time, issued the directive in December 2023, directing migration agencies to evaluate student visas according to immigration risk. The ministerial directive has led to 60,000 fewer visas being issued in the higher education sector, which has cost Australian universities and the economy billions of dollars in lost revenue. That will be all in this video. Please share your opinions with us in the comments area. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and enable the notification bell to receive updates on Australia immigration news. Thanks for watching.